This is Unhinged with Theresa Roemer, where mindset meets power, success gets real, and nothing's off limits. Exclusively on iHeartRadio.
Welcome to Unhinged with Theresa Roemer. I have an amazing guest here today, Andrew Robles.
Andrew Robles.
Robles.
I also, as a kid, I always got Rubbles, like Barney Rubbles from the Flintstones.
How do you spell it?
I got that a lot.
How do you spell it?
R-O-B-L-E-S.
R-O-B-L-E-S.
Yeah.
See, and I wouldn't say
Robles. Like for example, Pasa Robles, Los Robles. So the word Robles means oak tree, by the way.
Oh, so you're a big old oak tree.
Yeah, it means I'm strong like an oak tree. That's what that means. But yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with you. Like,
Thank you.
amazing podcaster.
Yes. By the way, first off, I saw all the Louis V in your closet, so I had to grab my Louis V shirt. I was like, hold on, let me take off this plain Jane suit. I'm done with this suit. Let me give you a little flash, because I could be a little flashy
Little
myself.
designer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm some good eye candy for sure.
So I was told I had to have you on my podcast.
You had to.
Had to. Why?
Because anything that comes out of my mouth is probably going to be viral.
Ooh.
So
Confidence.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, I like it.
Let's make it happen. Let's deliver.
So tell me a little bit about you.
So I am first and foremost, I'm a general contractor. So I'm licensed in 3 states: California, Florida, Arizona.
To build buildings?
To build multifamily homes.
Okay.
Single. That's my bread and butter. Retail, multifamily. And the true story is this: like last year, part of my business plan, I was super gung ho and excited about Florida because the taxes and the very development friendly city. So I'm looking and I'm learning about Aventura and Palm Beach and West Palm. And then the fires happened in California,
Palisades,
which kind of brought me back over there. But they're a complete disaster,
a mess
over there, California.
So now all the Californians are moving to Florida and Texas.
Yeah. So I love it out there, and pushing into just fast forwarding really quickly is when I reconnected with George in November of last year. It was finding out what his company was doing and his expansion.
Right.
And right off the bat, immediately in my brain was like Miami. Like Amari, Miami, right off the top. And that was something that probably he put in the back of his head, but he presented me something that I like just as much, if not more.
Okay.
And that's Amari architecture. Like he literally probably gifted me something, because what that does is it opens the door for so many things.
Right.
And we're talking about furniture.
Right.
We're talking hotels.
Yeah.
We're talking plumbing fixture companies.
Right.
You're
Everything that has to do
everything
with
in
building.
this house.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
So that is things that, to me, those are amazing. So I guess you could say, to wrap it all up, is what makes me pretty unique is a contractor with the media platform. What I've done recently was I was the host of Beverly Hills Fashion Week, which is also pretty rare.
Yeah.
Partnered up with Tammy Barr on that and some of the Beverly Hills people. So that's been fun. It's enjoyable.
So how did you go? Okay, so what came first, podcaster or home builder?
Builder.
So how'd you get into podcasting?
I always had a voice, or I've always had, the true story was I had asked my mom one time. So I said, Mom, what do you think about me doing a podcast? And she said, you're robbing people by not doing a podcast.
Oh?
She said, because you have so much knowledge, or maybe there's so much business sense, that you should. And with that said, is one of the things that I've done is I've created, I'm launching Drew Code, not only Drew Code podcast, but Drew Code on a school page where for $99 a month, whether you're an electrician or a plumber or a drywaller or a carpenter,
right,
you could learn business. Or I'll teach you, you get 6 courses, and you learn about the business side of being a contractor.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's
kind of like a home builder's course.
Home builder's course, but also for mindset. exactly.
Interesting.
So these are the things that I'm working on.
So how long have you been a home builder?
I started in about 12 years. My dad was in construction 40 years. And for me, I went to Pepperdine University. So I got my business degree.
Right.
And my dad was just a traditional blue collar construction guy. And
So you don't have to have a college degree to be a home builder. So you got your business degree from Pepperdine.
And then I got pulled into construction, like the family business.
Right.
And I went to help my dad. And then my dad said he was going to make me president. And I went in and brought in like $55 million of new construction. Didn't make me president. So I decided to start my own company in 2020 during COVID. So I founded Foundational Builders in 2020. Year one, I always joke around, but year one was negative 16,000.
Yeah.
Year two,
Well, that was during COVID, though.
yeah, during COVID.
Hello.
Year
yeah.
two was 3.9 million, and then I've just gone up from there. So that's what we're doing right now. And I have about 20 employees, 25. We have like
So are they all subcontractors or
no
employees?
in-house FB Corp, and
Yeah.
then we have our subcontractors.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a realtor,
Wow,
so I flip houses.
nice.
So I have groups of guys that I work with too. A lot of them have been with me for like 15, 20 years. Because when you find good help,
Yeah.
good plumbers, good electricians, good
Yeah.
whatever, you know, you hang on to them
Yeah.
because they're invaluable because there's a lot of crap out there.
There is 100%.
Not saying, you know,
Super
but
true.
yeah.
100% true.
Yeah. But
So-
interesting. So have you done any building in Florida yet?
I've done some stuff in Florida in like Aventura. I've done some stuff in Aventura,
Okay.
Florida. I like it's a developer friendly city. Two like duplexes, and I have a couple single families near Brickell, and
Okay.
then I have like 71 apartments coming in Hollywood later this year. RTI,
Wow.
ready to issue.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you want to stay in California or you want to move to Florida?
I like both. I mean, I'm have the same mindset as you. You visit California, but you want to live somewhere else.
yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
And I love California.
Yeah.
I mean, like my sister still lives in Costa Mesa. My brother still lives in Huntington Beach. My dad lived in San Diego before he passed away. So
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm a Cali girl. I love Cali.
Yeah.
But I can't live there.
Yeah.
Like there's just I'd rather live in Texas or Florida. But I love visiting Cali. I mean, I'm there all the time. But yeah, interesting.
nice.
So the podcast, what's it called again?
Drew Code.
Drew Code. And how long we've been doing that?
I've been doing it since September of last year. And I would say that I did what's called a prequel or a pre-podcast. I created something called Morning Coffee with Drew. And that's where I was just warming up. And I give advice to anybody that is trying to break out is you can't just go from, it's always difficult to go from, shooting your regular content to getting uncomfortable. People care about, how does the lighting look or how do I look on camera? After a certain point, you just don't care.
Right.
And it doesn't matter whether there's good lighting or bad lighting, it's still going to get shown, at least
Right.
for me. But like, you come to a certain point, we talk about confidence a lot today, but one of the things that I am a big believer in is the term unbreakable confidence. So unbreakable confidence means that no matter what you say or no matter what else somebody else says, it's not going to be broken.
Right.
It's like it's there. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do. Whether somebody likes it or not, it does not matter. I'm still doing it. So when people reach that point to where they have what's called unbreakable confidence, that's when you become limitless.
Like Superman.
Like Superman.
So what's on the horizon for you? Or should I say your company? Or should I say your podcast? Let's start with you first. What's on the horizon for you personally?
So personally, on a personal level, I'm going to enjoy building my school for carpenters and tradesmen.
Okay.
And you could catch that on drewcodehq.com. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited for my team, because at the end of the day, being being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, I know that in order for me to get to a certain point of success, at the end of the day, I'm only going to go as far as my team.
Right.
So how can I help them?
Right.
Right. And I think that that's a good point when I talk to my team members and like my superintendents or my project managers. It's like, how do I get you to make $15,000, $20,000 a month?
Right.
I want my project managers driving, G wagons.
Right.
So, because I know that if they get there, I'm going to get there by default.
Right.
So
exactly.
I'm game planning. I'm excited about Amari architecture. Like my team is legitimately ready to explode.
Right.
So Amari architecture, I'm excited about. I am going to be hosting again. I am going to be hosting Beverly Hills Fashion Week in October.
Okay.
So would love to possibly, if I'm in the country, would love to
If you're in the country,
be a part of,
or if you're in the state.
in the state. I might be in Europe in around November, but if I'm not, I'd love to come.
Oh,
to,
okay.
Woodlands Fashion Week.
Yes. Yeah. It's an amazing event. It's grown exponentially. Like it's like 500, 600 people. It's amazing because today people are here and they see my house like a house, like it's a home,
Yeah.
But when people come in November, people are like, "Oh, what venue is this?" They just don't even think it's my house. Like it's just
Wow.
yeah,
It's like a museum.
No, because there's so many tents and the glass doors all open up, so the house becomes part of the tents, and the tents just keep going, and and there's massive seating everywhere. Like it's a sight to be seen. Like, and it's never the same theme. It's always different, and people scramble to buy tickets to just attend, and it always sells out. So yeah, it'll be amazing if you can attend, because it's not just a fashion show; it's an event.
Wow.
It's an event.
That sounds exciting. Yeah. Can't wait to. I'll be there.
So what's on the horizon for the podcast?
The podcast. I need to get some more A-list guests, higher level.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I don't mind. I kind of like it. I kind of enjoy breaking out just a regular person and putting them on and giving them a platform.
Right.
And then one of the things that I've noticed, the one trend that I've noticed that maybe you could pick up on, is that CEOs and business people want to now all of a sudden become influencers, and influencers want to become business people. So I'm picking up on this. And if it's just a developer and maybe they're successful in their own route because they've done a lot of flips or whatever it is, they might have something that's on their mind. They might have a voice.
Well, here's an interesting fact that most people don't know is most influencers are CEOs. Because as an influencer, you have to come up with the ideas. You have to film. You have to edit. You have to market. You've got to do the whole thing. So as an influencer, you're already wearing about 10 hats.
Yeah.
That most people don't even know you wear.
It's true.
And so when people are go, "Oh, she's just an influencer," or whatever, it's like, no, she's a business person because she knows what the hell she's doing.
Yeah.
She's coming up with the ideas. So she's the creative director. She's the director. She's the filmmaker. She might have somebody filming for her.
There's
but
an editor.
So it's amazing because people just don't know that world about influencers. Is they really are true business people because they have to do a lot of different roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the CEO wanting to become an influencer, they're just like they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm a business person, but now I want to be in front of the limelight.
I've always had both. For me, it was the opposite. Like I had told my mom when I was 17, I said, "Mom, I think I want to become an actor." I said, "I have it all. I could do it. I could do comedy. I could do action." And she told me to focus more on the business side first because I already knew
Smart mom.
The personality side
Smart
was...
mom. But yeah, it's just interesting that people that are in the influencer world, and it could be anything from TikTok to Instagram to YouTube or whatever, but most people that are influencers, and I don't want to call myself an influencer, but I guess I have to put myself out there sometimes because, on Instagram, I've got like 1.6 million followers, so I guess I'm an influencer, but I don't consider myself an influencer. But I mean, like, if you ask me how many hats I wear, there's about 20. So to me, I'm the businesswoman too.
Yes.
I mean, I was a businesswoman long before I was an
Oh, I know that.
influencer.
Yeah. Tell me about that really quickly.
What?
Your life with, was it Bally's that you told
Well,
me?
I was with Bally's for a while. Yeah. But I had my own fitness chain, started Body by Design and grew it into 5 different clubs and then sold it. And so after I sold my chain, I got contacted by Bally Total Fitness, and they wanted me to help them with their clubs. And I'm like, well, first of all, I know this is not even a real phone call because y'all hire within.
Yeah.
Like, I know you have to start as a salesperson and work your way up the ladder because this is not my first rodeo. I know about fitness chains and fitness gyms and everything else. And they're like, no, we've heard about you and you've got a hell of a reputation. We want to interview you. So I interviewed with them in California, and because I was in Irvine at the time, and they were like, we love you. We got to send you to Dallas, clean up our market. And I'm like, Dallas, California? They're like, no, Dallas, Texas. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I got to move to Texas. So moved to Texas.
Wow.
Cleaned up Dallas in a couple years. Was ready to go back to California. They were like, oh, now we need you in Houston. I was like, Houston? Where the hell is Houston?
Wow.
Oh, but it's got an ocean. You're going to love it. It's got an ocean. And I'm like, okay, I'm on board. And then I got here and I was like, this is not an ocean.
Yeah.
When you're used to the Pacific Ocean,
Yeah.
the Gulf of Mexico is not an ocean. Yeah. So anyways, and then a month after being here, I found the man of my dreams, and I got stuck here.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
So
Amazing.
anyways, that was my stint with Bally's. Anyways, I was with Bally's for quite a few years, cleaned up the Houston market, and then retired from there and got into real estate and been rocking and rolling in real estate, flipping houses and influencing people and doing my thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's another whole podcast.
But with that said, I mean, I would love to have you whenever you're in Beverly Hills. I'd love to have you on my podcast.
Definitely.
Come to Beverly Hills.
Definitely.
I'd love to have you on.
So where can people find you?
They could find me on my Drew Code HQ on Instagram, and my personal is FB Corp CEO. Go ahead and find me there, and love to hear your story and help you any way I can.
That's what I always find amazing, though, is everyone's got a story.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a powerful story, it could be a small story, but everybody's got a story. Everybody's got something that needs to come out and be told.
I agree, 100%. And one thing that I'll say is that you had said something that I definitely resonated with me earlier today, and that was to always stay hungry, always keep pushing, never stay satisfied. I believe that if you're not growing, you're dying. So you always have to be continuously expanding. Like I could be very content with just being a contractor.
Right.
I could be very content, but no, I'm pushing myself to expand into a magazine world that I know nothing about, but Amari Magazine, Amari Architecture, the podcast world. I'm going into new horizons. I mean, here I am, a month ago, I'm hosting a red carpet at Fashion Week.
Right.
So I'm doing things that I'm not used to, but I'm pushing myself because that's, in many ways, when you do those things, you are going to be subject to criticism.
Always.
Right? Oh, who does this contractor think he is?
Right.
Dressed in a tuxedo or
Right.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
But you have to keep doing it, and then that's where it gets to a certain point to where you gain that unbreakable confidence.
But if somebody ever says to you, oh my gosh, you're not the same person you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you look at them and go, thank God.
Yes.
Thank God I'm not.
Thank God. Yes, exactly.
Because you have to constantly stay relevant. You have to constantly reinvent yourself. You constantly have to grow.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. Grow.
And if they're the same person, there's a good chance I'm not talking to them.
Well, I'm going to talk to them, but it won't be the same conversation I'm going to have with other people.
Like, who is this peasant?
Well, it's not going to be that conversation.
Speak
but
to my assistant.
Yeah. I would never treat anybody like that, ever. But I'm just saying, I just believe that since you're only on this earth one time, you have to be the best version of yourself that you
Yes.
can possibly be. And in order to be that best version, I think you have to grow.
Yeah.
You just
I
have
agree,
to.
100%.
You just have to.
Definitely.
Because if I was still the same person I was when I was 18, naive, wet behind the ears, didn't know anything about life, if I was still that at this age that I am now, God forbid.
Yeah.
you know, I am missing out on life. I'm missing out on life. So, anyways, thank you so much for
Yeah,
being here
yeah.
on Unhinged with
Yes.
Theresa
Thanks so
Roemer. And
much.
we look
Thank you for
forward to
having me.
following you and seeing where you end up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.